Okay, we are going to review ordering rational numbers. So it includes positive and negative. Remember, you start at 0. 0 is neutral. So as we move to the right from 0, things get bigger. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. When you're moving to the left, numbers always get smaller. So when I'm moving from 5 to 4, the numbers get smaller. So our negatives are always the opposite of a positive. So they're the same distance from 0. So the opposite of 1 would be -1. The opposite of 2 would be -2. As we move this direction, it's getting smaller as you go to the left. So then we have -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. Remember, every number has an opposite and they are the same distance from 0. So all positive numbers, so from 0, all the numbers that are positive are greater than 0. All negative numbers, numbers less than 0, negative numbers are all less than 0. So 0 is always before every negative. Every positive is always before every negative. So the steps to ordering: draw a number line. Convert all the numbers to decimals. Remember to turn a fraction into a decimal. You do numerator divided by denominator and add the decimal. Group the positive and the negatives. And reread the question for order. Are you wanting it to go least to greatest or greatest to least? Remember, up here on our number line, the smallest number is this -10 right here that we have on our number line. The bigger the number after a negative, the smaller the number, because it's the opposite of. So the opposite of a positive is a negative. As they go this direction, the number gets bigger after the negative sign, but the number is smaller in value because it's further away from 0. Anytime you're moving to the left on a number line, that number is always smaller than the number to its right. All right, so let's do one of these together. Order from least to greatest. So here I am making a number line. I'm always going to put 0 on the number line. And I'm going to convert these. So -1/4 is -0.25. 4/5 is 0.8. Now I'm going to classify the negatives and the positives. So here's a negative, here's a negative, here's a negative. I know all of those numbers are going to be on this side. They're less than 0. Then I'm going to group the positives, 9/10 and 8/10. Those are both going to be on this side because they're bigger than 0. So now I can start plotting them. So first one, -25/100. That's less than 1, so it's going to be very close to 0. So right there I would have -0.25. Then I have -4. That's going to be down here, -4. And then -4 2/10 is less than -4, so it's going to be right here, -4.2. Because over here somewhere would be -5, right? So -4 2/10 is between -4 and -2. And then as I'm doing the positives, I have 9/10 and 4/5, which is 8/10. Now 8/10 is smaller than 9/10, so it would be before. And then when you list them, remember that you put them back in the fraction, the form that they were first written in. So again, I'm paying attention. It says least to greatest. So I know the least is going to be the first one, the furthest to the left. So that would be this one. So -4 2/10. Then the next one is -4 Then I'm looking here. My next one is negative 2500ths, which was negative 1/4. Notice the least, all of them are negative before you get to positives. So the next one is 4/5, and the biggest one was up here, 9/10. All right, pause the video and see if you can do the next one by yourself. Let's see. Order from greatest to least. Once you finish, push unpause. All right, this time it wanted us to go greatest to least, so we're putting the biggest one first, which was 3 2/10. Then the next one was 3. Then negative 3/4. Then negative 1 500ths. And the smallest one out of our list was negative 5. It's the furthest from 0 to the left. Okay, which value is between negative 1.5 and negative 2? So draw a number line. Here we have negative 1. Here we have negative 2. So negative 1.5 is halfway between those. Which of these would be between this section right here? So I'm thinking negative 1.4. Well, 1.4 is bigger than 5 here, because remember it's negative, so that would be negative 1.4, so no. Negative 2.6, negative 2.6 would be less than negative 2, so no. Negative 1.09, so this is 5, 0, so 0.9 would be somewhere over here, negative 1.09, so no. So negative 1.88. Yes, 1.88 would be before 2, negative 1.88, 1 8800ths. So that would be the one that would be between there. Use the number line to help you. Okay, again, think about this. Which value is less than 10.5? Draw yourself a number line. Here's negative 10. Here's negative 11. Here's negative 10.5 in between there, and you're wanting to know less than that, so something that goes this direction from there. 10 6500ths would be somewhere right here, negative 10.65. Negative 9 is going to be before negative 10, so it would have been over here somewhere. Negative 10.1 would be somewhere like that, and negative 10.25 would be there. So in this situation, negative 10 6500ths is less than negative 10.5, because remember 10.5 is negative 10.5. All right, now your job is to answer these post-review questions. There are 5 of them, and then fill in your answers on the Google form to check them.